Aries, are you wondering whether the world will ever be sane again? Look, the fact is, the planets are all a bit wonky until, frankly, the end of October. So let's aim for some kind of sanity in November. We'll probably be wearing masks for the next 100 years, but we're already finding new ways of making money and organizing our lives, and getting ourselves together. What's more important, what's most important, is that we never allow ourselves to turn into gibbering idiots. Our mental health is the one thing we need to hang on to. So find someone to talk to, or burn a few candles, or dance around like a loony. You're much stronger than you think. Thanks for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. Please subscribe. I know it's a pain, but it helps keep me going. Just have to press a few buttons. That's enough of that. Let's get to the stars. Cancer, my little cupcake. This is all good stuff. We've got a fabulous Cancer new moon bringing a whole different kind of energy into your space, all ready for you to start a completely different cycle. Anything that's wrong with your life now will suddenly become so unbearable that you'll find a way to change it. And by Saturday, you'll know what to do next. This week's about experimenting with everything. Try reorganizing your furniture maybe, or changing your diet. Then move on to bigger things like, kicking the lover out, or getting married, or getting pregnant, whichever works. The point is, you're finally getting to know yourself and figuring out what makes you happy. For the time being, everyone else can piss off. You'll get back to them later. That's it for Cancer. Leo, my little strawberry, for once, your planets are exactly where you need them to be. Well, most of them are. And you're feeling fairly fabulous. This is where you need to take charge of what happens next. So pull that inquisitive mind away from the chaos around you and focus on your own needs. Financial opportunities are all around. Pay attention. There's money to be made. You'll have to be a little patient. Before Saturday's new moon, it may look as though nothing's happening, but it is, and your finances are on the way up. And yes, it's true, the love life has taken a turn for the difficult, but it's nothing you can't handle. You're looking great. You're feeling powerful. All you need now is a teaspoon of tolerance and you'll be fine. Just put the ego down and be nice. That's it for Leo. Virgo, my little bunny rabbit, this is marvelous stuff. You're finally back to your beautiful old charming immaculate self. Still, hold back on the excesses if you can. There really is no need to iron the coat hangers before you open the door. Remember, other people's standards are by definition far less ridiculous than yours, so they won't notice. Try joining them for a change. You are not the one responsible for everyone else's happiness. Amazingly, besides, by Tuesday you'll be tough enough to remind them who's in charge, and by Friday you'll be even scaring yourself. And then Saturday's new moon reminds you how much in love with your fabulous self you really are, just as it should be. This week you can have whatever you want. Go get 'em, tiger. Have a few laughs. That's it for Virgo. Libra, my little marshmallow. Why is it, as someone brilliant once said, that we have no time for our friends and all the time in the world for our enemies? Ridiculous. Pay attention. Librans die without relationships, all kinds of relationships. So use that wonderful compassion you have to make up with everyone or move on. And for the really tense moments, keep your opinions to yourself. You'll be really glad you did. And don't let the anxiety get to you. Your body's extremely sensitive to moods and it collapses at the slightest drama. You definitely don't have time to get sick now. So deal with each little problem as it comes along. You can do it. Use all that wonderful natural charm and gorgeousness. Besides, relationship hassles are slowly sorting themselves out. As long as you can tame that ridiculous ego and keep laughing. The career's fine for now. Leave it alone. That's it for Libra. Scorpio, my little hedgehog. Aren't these the most fascinating times? Just when you thought you had it all figured out, I know, a lover turns the tables on you. And what do we get as a result? A spectacular display of all those pent-up feelings you've been hiding all this time. Don't beat yourself up. This is good stuff. Emotional outpourings are the result of too much unnecessary toughness. You don't have to be such a big deal. You're just releasing the old garbage. Not that you'll be upset for long. An unexpected windfall yum will get you out of a jam. Use it for something grown-up, like paying your bills maybe. You might even have enough to take a day off and play. How about Thursday? Or buy someone flowers, or buy yourself flowers. Spread the joy, sweetheart. That's it for Scorpio. Sagittarius, my adorable little sausage. You've been arguing with yourself again, haven't you? Churning up that ulcer with all those carefully hidden rages. The point is, you keep changing your mind every time you make a decision. So ask yourself this. What's the worst? So you make a mistake, big deal. Amazingly, those new results are often more exciting than the other thing. So stop trying to see the bigger picture. It'll only drive you nuts. Just take one tiny detail at a time and deal with that. And remind yourself there's only so much you can do. The world won't collapse if you take an hour off. And you're much more likely to make smart decisions if you're relaxed. Get a massage, take a walk, visualize your energy expanding as it opens all the doors. Trust that everything will be okay, because it will. That's it for Sagittarius. Capricorn, my little chocolate muffin. This really is an interesting week. The planets want you mindlessly happy for no particular reason. So for once, you couldn't care less what anyone else thinks. Here's your chance to discover the real you. Your luck planet has just moved in, although it's moving slowly enough to allow for detours along the way, which is nice. You have a whole month to explore your options before being asked to explain yourself. Still, you may want to stick to the more wholesome side of your conscience. You know what you're like. You don't handle guilt very well. It's just the planet's way of keeping you honest. Money, meanwhile, is changing directions. Eyes peeled. Think wealthy. There's something new and fabulous on the horizon. That's it for Capricorn. Aquarius, my little pomegranate. Just because you're a well-known nutcase doesn't mean you're immune to love. You just have a strange way of showing it. But this week, even you get to explore your true feelings. So if there are changes to be made in your life, now's the time. First, the social life is in dire need of a revamp. You've let all sorts of assorted weirdos float into your space just because you couldn't be bothered to stop them, and now they brought their cousins. Enough of this. You are not a railway station. Besides, there's fabulous prosperity on the horizon, but only if you're paying attention. And first, you have to get your health back on track. Your body needs you sane. Stop torturing yourself with irrelevant crap and use that brilliant mind to make yourself smile. That's it for Aquarius. Pisces, my adorable little peanut, are you having one of your meltdowns? Convincing yourself that the world's gone to hell and we're all doomed to suffer for the rest of our lives? That's excellent. Why don't you spend the next month twisting yourself into a pretzel and dragging home every emotional cripple you can find? No. Listen, sweetie, you have one priority in your life: to take care of yourself, because if you don't do that, you won't have a hope of saving even one tiny cockroach, because you'll be the one collapsing in a heap. So here's the plan. Spend today and tomorrow getting some sleep, reminding yourself how fabulous your life is, write gratitude lists. By Tuesday, the planets will have shifted slightly and you'll be ready for a new adventure. And lots more money, you'll see. That's it for Pisces. Aries, my little watermelon. Are your people driving you completely insane with all their demands? Are you asking yourself what you've done to deserve all this heavy responsibility? Say no more. The fact is, this is what you've chosen. You were born to help, you were born to lead. So give it all you've got, so you'll feel good about yourself when the burdens shift later in the month. There's just one thing you've forgotten in your endless desire to rescue the universe. You have to take care of yourself first. You are absolutely no use to anyone if you're half dead, cheesed off, and starting to resent everyone in the room. So buy yourself some chocolates and eat them with love, and use those 5 spare moments to glance smugly at the career, because that's where your talents are really taking off. Decide where you'd like to go from there. That's it for Aries. Taurus, my little buttercup. Just take a breath. Your career planet is on a brief lunch break. Actually, not so brief. It'll be doing its own thing till about November. So you could languish about waiting to see what happens, or you could make a long list of your deepest desires and read it out to the universe. The planet always responds much better when they have instructions. Meanwhile, delve into your creative side. This is the perfect time for renovations or redecorations, or you could think about psychological repairs. Your sanity has taken a bit of a pounding. Your mental health could use some extra attention, of course. And you're working so hard you don't think you have any time for yourself. But of course, it's the other way around. The more sane you are, the more time you'll have. So ask for help. Think about it. That's it for Taurus. Gemini, my little radish. Just because you've got some money doesn't mean you should toss it about like confetti. So although there's no need to scrimp exactly, how about a little respect for what you're buying? You have a way of acquiring things just so you can wave wads of money about. So look for cheaper ways to amuse yourself. And save the extras for those wonderfully generous gestures that you love to be a part of. And then make a list of all your talents. You'll be amazed at the number and figure out which you enjoy most. Remember, no one can do exactly what you do. You are literally unique. And this is the perfect week to maximize your gifts. Someone out there wants to make your dreams come true. Show them what you got. That's it for Gemini. Thank you, delicious creatures, for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. This is the perfect time to start believing in your own magic and to make something fabulous happen. Whenever you're out there in the world, just protect yourself in a bubble of flames. You're really going to need it now. Ask your angels to help you and keep smiling, even if you don't feel like it. Smiling lifts your vibration. Give it a bash. If you'd like to subscribe or like or share or whatever, just press the button. It's free. And have a great week. Remind yourself every 5 seconds just how amazing you are. Give yourself permission to succeed. It's important. Bye now.